Hi all. I'm going to start off this What is Theory discussion forum with a video comment because I just have a couple brief initial thoughts that I think we can return to throughout the semester. One of the things that I like about how our text, the Norton anthology, introduces theory and criticism is it uses the phrase the encounter between text and reader. I like this idea of encounter. I like the idea of theory trying to think about the nature of that encounter. It is, of course, a bit more complicated than just text and reader. So if there were some issue I would have with that phrase, that would be it, is that within English studies, and especially across the humanities, the work we do is often rooted in texts, rooted in books, rooted in certain kind of writing technologies, but text can come to mean a wide range of cultural objects that one can encounter and then think about with and through theory. So that's one beginning thought that I have. Another one is that often theory or theories, especially as they're divided up in the different table of contents for our anthology, tend to be thought of as tools. One of the ways you may end up hearing courses like ours talked about is as like a toolkit. You're assembling a toolkit of items that then you can bring to bear on texts. That's a very common way of thinking about that. And I think that's something that we can return to in more detail as the semester progresses in our encounters early on with Friedenberg and with Felsky's thinking, and as we shift from very established forms of thinking about what it means to interpret or encounter texts and cultural objects to very recent turns to post-humanist thought and digital humanities. We can think some more about like what does the idea of a theoretical toolkit help or hinder for us to think. As I've said elsewhere on the wiki, I'm excited about this course, and I'm excited for us to think together a lot about what it means to make meaning and to take enjoyment in the kinds of things that we privilege in English studies. And I see our work on this wiki as indeed very much about making meaning and taking pleasure in the things that we're working with. Thanks.